Hello, friends, and welcome to this lecture in Learn, Apply, and Build. And me, Nietzschetva, your instructor, is going to start with Python syntax today. So, for understanding the Python syntax, Python is an interpretable language. So, whatever you want to do or whatever you want it to do, you can just speak it, right? So, if I want to just show some line or if I want to show a welcome message, let's say I just write this print and then inside the brackets I have double inverted commas. I'll come to it why double inverted commas and what does those double inverted commas mean, right? So we start with welcome to learn, apply, build, and we say happy learning, right? Okay, so this is the print statement. Print. So print statement actually is a function. So if you see here, if I hover over this print, then I have a function, and then this says def. So we learn that def stands for initiating a function, initializing a function. So print is a function. It's an inbuilt function in Python, and we start with or we just have a sentence inside, and now whatever these are, this is called a string. Whenever you see something in double inverted commas, that is a string actually. Now you can also use single inverted commas. See, you can also use single inverted commas. Okay, and I just copy this whole thing here. Okay, I just paste it, copy and paste. It's the same thing. Now let's do one thing. Let's just run this and see if we get same output or no. So I run it and I got a same output. Now there is a catch in this. Whenever you use a single inverted comma, if in the sentence or if in the string there is a single inverted comma, like let's say don't, can't, etc. So then what will happen is there will be an error. So let's try that now. So we say print and then we say build single inverted commas and we say build don't talk, right? So this is a very pretty and amazing book, okay, which I have read. It's very good. It just motivates you to get started to build something. Okay, so now if you see here build don't talk. Now here if I run this, it will print. If I run this code, it will print these two lines as it is, and at this line it will give an error and it will say that this is a syntax error. Let's just do it. Okay, so we run the Python file. Okay, I just remove this and now let's run it. So when you run this, it gives you an error at this line, right? So it gives you an error. Now see, it didn't print everyone, right? Every line, because there is an error in the code, it just stopped executing there. Or else it would have executed and completed the execution and then it would have printed these two first. And then at this line, it would have got an error. But it just goes and just stores the output of these in the memory first, and then if there is an error, it will just stop executing. It will give that error. Now there is a syntax error here, which is unterminated string literal detected at line 5. See, this is the unterminated string literal. Now if I change this to double inverted commas, it will take it perfectly fine. There won't be any issue here. Now see, there's no issue, there's no red line, nothing, and it will just run like a charm. See, welcome to learn, apply, build, happy learning, build, don't talk, right? So that is the syntax in Python. Now that was a print statement in Python. Okay. Now there is something which you need to understand in Python, which is like let's say comments or commenting. Now why do you use comments or why do you need commenting? So comments basically start with a hashtag. So whatever is there like after the hashtag is a comment, right? So what does this line do? So this line prints a welcome message, right? It prints a welcome message. Now, why do you need this? Because if you start writing your code, let's say now, and after let's say 6 weeks, you want to see your code and you will just go through your code, you want to make some changes in the code, you won't understand a single line what that line does. Okay, because after 6 months you have forgot what logic you had used earlier before 6 months, right? So it is literally impossible. Or else, if you have written the code and a person or a developer, you just switch the company and some new developer comes at your place, what if that person wants to understand what the code does? So it is a waste of time, right, for a person to go through each and every line and just like execute it, right? But if you commenting, like if you comment it, so commenting is a very very important task which a developer can do to help himself and other developers as well, right? So you can comment like this. Okay, now what if I just want to comment a code? So I can just comment the code by putting a hashtag at the start of the line, at the start of the code, right? So that code is also commented. Now if you run this, it won't print this line also. This is a comment, right? So it won't print this line as well. See, it didn't print this, right? So that is commenting in Python. Now, what if I want to comment the whole code? Like if I say I just want to comment all of them together. So what you do is you press control and forward slash together. So if you press control and forward slash together, it will comment everything, right? So if I now run this, I get no output. There is no output here. There is nothing to run, right? So that is basically the syntax in Python. So now, so there are some more syntaxes as well in Python, basically, that is indentations. So we learn what are indentations actually. So those indentations are basically in your if statement. So if, and then let's say we have so we learn that indentations, we learn that right now we don't have to like focus mainly on it. We just focus what is a print statement, the syntax of a print statement, how does Python. So you can use anything, but as a general rule I follow double inverted commas on in the strings. By using a string I just follow double inverted commas. Okay, so that would be helpful for you guys. Okay, so that's the syntax in Python for you guys, and commenting. So thank you so much and happy learning.